Hello, welcome to the Late Night Show, or technically really early morning show with Daniela Cruz. A project that should have been done at 5 o'clock is being done at 1:51 in the morning. So therefore I'm not going to be able to go over 30 decibels, otherwise everyone will be woken. So today we have the shape profile, which is our shape is a decagon. The perimeter total is 1,000 feet. There is 10 sides, and the area is what we're going to try to find out today. So the first step of trying to find this particular shape, or the area of it, is by forming it into several different triangles. Now, this is only going to work if it is an equilateral polygon. So we're running under the assumption that it is, and if that is the case, then the base of each triangle should be 100 feet. We got this by dividing 1,000 by 10 sides, or 10 triangles. Now, obviously this doesn't really get us anywhere, so we're going to have to add a bit more detail. And so what we're going to do is that we're actually going to put a circle right in the center. Now you might be wondering why we're going to do this, and the reason why is because a circle is 360 degrees. Now, if each triangle gets an equal bit of that circle, then we actually have 36 degrees per triangle, which actually gives us something to work with. Now, you may be still wondering, well, if you're trying to use SOHCAHTOA or sin cos tan, that's not going to really work because that only works with right triangles. And your solution to that, well, my solution to that is by doing a Panama and cutting right through it in the middle, creating two right triangles. Now, when you divide it, we're also dividing the base of the triangle since it's two different triangles, as well as the degrees. So instead of 36, now we're being set at 18. We're not going to need the other side of the triangle. We're just going to have to work with one of them. Now, we have, of course, we have our degrees. We have the length we're trying to discover, and we have the length that we currently have. Now, from this step forward, we're going to use SOHCAHTOA, and we're going to try to figure out which function do we use. Now, if we go and put a arrow directly towards the 50, we will notice that this is actually the opposite. And if we have another direction, pointing towards the H, which is what we're going to try to find out, we have an adjacent. Now, opposite, adjacent, which is the O and TOA, and the A adjacent, which means that we got HOA. Now with that out of the way, now what we have to do is solve our little problem. So in order to find out the height, what we're going to have to do is that we're going to have to get tan 18 is equal to 50 over A. Now, since the opposite is above, and opposite being 50, so in order to get the A by itself, the first step we're going to have to do is multiply both sides by A, so that way we don't have to deal with that pesky function, fraction. And we're going to be left with A tan 18 is equal to 50. Now, since we want to get A by itself, all we have to do is divide both sides by tan 18, and we will be left with A is equal to 153.884176858767 feet for its height. Now, with that out of the way, we're just going to round that to 153.88 for simplicity's sake. And what we're going to do is try to find out the area of this triangle. Now that we have the base and the height, all we have to do in the formula is multiply those two and then divide it by 2 in order to get our area, which is going to be 3,847.10 feet squared. Now, since there's a total of 10 of these triangles, all we have to do is move everything to the left by 1, and we will get 471.04 feet squared for the total area of the polygon or the decagon.